I had a poll from a while ago. Like, one of the polls things that said, why read? Like, why should you read as a video? I have 8 reasons why you should read, and let's get into it really. I have them on a little piece of paper. The first one is the story you experience. Let me give you an example, okay? Here's the Chronicles of Narnia, and the stories are amazing in this book. And the stories you can experience aren't only like the Chronicles of Narnia books, but there's the Jungle Book, and there's many, many more. One of the examples I learned from the guy on the YouTube channel, The Bookworm. Go check out his channel; it's amazing. One of the stories he likes a lot is Frankenstein, and that story I heard is a lot different from other stories. And I really want to read that book eventually. About this is not how it was in the movies. It's completely different. Like, it's like the monster goes rabid and goes crazy and just travels around the world trying to kill people, really. The second reason is because you always have the time to read, no matter what. It's like, it never leaves you exhausted either. And I thought that was really interesting because if you play video games for 3 hours, you're gonna probably be exhausted and your head is gonna hurt. But with reading, that never happens. And it's so amazing how it doesn't happen. And also, if you always have the time to read. It's like if you're going fishing, if you want to go fishing, sometimes you don't have time to go fishing. If you're in Antarctica or something like that, and you're in an igloo, but you can read there too. So it's kind of amazing how like you always have the time to read. And I know people say, oh, I just don't have the time, and oh, my work is until after 6 p.m. I don't have the time. Just don't watch Netflix and read books instead. I know this reason is kind of like crazy one to state, but basically it has wisdom kind of. And what I mean by, oh my gosh, it's starting to rain. I gotta get up. This book is from like 1910. Okay, so let's continue with this. Okay, so what I mean by wisdom is that some books, like many books, like let me give you an example. Lord of the Rings. The wisdom of Lord of the Rings is that you don't want to be addicted to something. Addiction is never good. And it's like a lot of people are addicted to the ring. Like, just imagine this is a ring here, okay? Yeah. A lot of people are addicted to the ring. And it's sin. It's like addicted to sin. And that's wisdom. Don't be addicted to sin, and sin is always bad. Because as you see in the book, The Lord of the Rings, I haven't read it, but all I know is that it doesn't come out well for the person who's really addicted to the ring. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, the fourth is you learn more from reading than anything else. And what I mean by that is that you may watch a YouTube video on building a car, or you may hear something on audio on this subject of biology, or watch something on biology. But reading is always the one that gives you the most information on that subject. Like, if I'm studying biology, reading is where I want to go. Reading a book, because that's where it has most information and where you remember the most from. Because when you read things, you may forget it a little bit, but always remember that you read it. So it's like, unlike watching something, like you may watch a movie once, and later on you may forget it if someone's trying to jog your memory of it. But if you read a book, like if you read a Narnia book, you're probably not going to forget that you read at least the Chronicles of Narnia, or that Narnia book if you just read one. The fifth one, number 5, I guess, I don't know. But basically, it's not an addiction to like video games. It's something you love, something you enjoy a lot. And some people enjoy video games just like playing it. There are now a lot of people, like I'm pretty sure 99% of all video game players in the world are addicted to video games, and that is a bad thing. Addiction is never good. You can love something a lot, and like let's just say this. I love building Gundam model kits, okay? But I'm not addicted to it. I just like doing it a lot. But there's a difference between an addiction and a love for something. Addiction is when you just like just thinking it constantly, 24/7. And a love is like, you might think of it a lot, but you're also gonna be thinking of other things in life too, not just that. That's the thing I like about books, is that it's not like TV or Netflix or video games, like Fortnite, for example. Please get off that right now. But Yeah, no, that's just an example. Number 6 is that books are a lot more safe than movies and video games and social media. And what I mean by that is that if you let your kids scroll on social media or like something like HBO Max or something like that, they're probably gonna come up with something bad there. They're probably gonna come up with something bad. But if you let them go through a bookstore, they have a children's section where they can go and find books that don't have anything bad whatsoever there to read and enjoy. And it's only with the children's section, but also notice that in general, there's more books, I think, without those bad things than with movies, than movies without those bad things. So, I think part of that reason is that a lot of books, are from like a lot of famous ones, are from like before the 2000s, don't have really any of those things in it whatsoever. And it's mostly ones after the 2000s that they do put those things in it. Those bad things that I don't think it should really be in any book. I'm not saying social media or in movies and video games are bad at all. It's just that I think not the majority, but most, like if you were to compare the amount bad movies, like with bad things in it, to books, there's gonna be, less bad books with those bad things in it than movies, I think. Then the last one, number 7, the final one is that it can inspire you. Books, when you read a book, most of the time you remember it throughout your lifetime, and it can inspire you a lot. And unlike watching a movie, unless it's something really big for you, you're probably not gonna really remember the movie, or you might remember the movie, but it's probably not gonna inspire you. But books, it's like a journey, like a bigger journey. You feel like you're part of the journey. If you were on the journey in the Chronicles of Narnia, you probably would be inspired by Aslan, the lion, and the representation of Jesus in the Chronicles of Narnia. So you're kind of part of the story in the book. To learn new things, you remember a book more and it can inspire you more. In a book, like I said before, the thing with Chronicles of Narnia, with the lion, that's not only with Chronicles of Narnia, it's every single book possible. And one thing about like about books is because it's that books always have kind of like something to inspire you at the end of it. And that's something that's really amazing. And like if you go watch Amazing World Gumball cartoon, you're probably not gonna get inspired by it. It's not bad to watch Amazing World Gumball. I absolutely love that show. But you're not gonna be inspired by that really. Cause when the cartoon show was created, it was kind of just created to be kind of funny. And there's books that are comedy books, but also they always have something to inspire you at the end of that book. So that's what I have to say. I have some recommendations I'm gonna tell you now. For you to start your book career, I guess. Here are my book recommendations. Chronicles of Narnia is one of them. I absolutely love that series. I'm on the 4th book right now. I started Prince Caspian and it's really, really fire. And if you can watch my last video that I posted. It's about the horse and his boy. Go check that video. There's no spoilers. And, you can just learn about that one. But, basically the next one is Harry Potter. Harry Potter, I haven't read myself, but my sister was obsessed with it. And absolutely know why. It's just really imaginative and really cool. And, also one thing I like about reading is because the stories, you can do a lot more in writing than, putting something on the screen. Because you can't really make a guy fly on a screen, really. Of course, they made Harry Potter movies. But if you're not talking about all that super expensive digital things, yeah, you can't make a guy fly. But in a book, you can make almost anything happen. You can make anything happen, actually. Next is The Hobbit. So The Hobbit, I've read a little bit myself, but I don't know what happened to the book. but it's just, I know J.R.R. Tolkien, his books are so cool, and I have heard people say it's boring or it's just like too much into detail, and I don't agree with that because, bro, there's reason why it's detailed in these books. It just makes everything like it might not seem as good at first. And like you might not like all the detail, but at the end it does pay off that you're reading all that detail of a certain area. The Winged Feather Saga. So I read the first book when I was younger and absolutely loved it. But the library didn't have the other ones for some reason, so I can never continue reading that series. but I absolutely love that. I'm gonna read that series soon, actually. That's something on my list of books to read. But it's about this brother and sister, I believe, and I don't really know too much about it because I read that a while ago. All I know is that it's really, really good. And the next is The Lord of the Rings. So I haven't read J.R.R. Tolkien books, but I do know that it's super good for sure. I watched some of the movies. It's fire. So the book I know for sure is going to be more fire. Next is The Phantom Tollbooth. So this book is so, so good. If you like Roald Dahl books, you're going to absolutely love this one. If you don't like Roald Dahl books, you're still going to probably absolutely love this book. And it's just so amazing, the world. And it's just so wacky and whimsical. Like, it's really, really whimsical and wacky. It's crazy. And the guy that created this book must have taken so hard to think about this. Because it's just amazing. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to tell you much about it. But it's just so, so good. Next is Where the Red Fern Grows. So this book is so good. This is probably my favorite book of all time. Actually, yeah, it is. It is my favorite book right now. At least I'm still reading other books. But this book is so, so good. I absolutely love this book. And it's about this boy who has 2 dogs that they go on all these different adventures. It's a singular book, it's not a series. And just go read it. It's a one-time read. And it's about, you just read it. It's so, so good. And it might start off a little boring, but then it just gets really good. And it shows you what hard determination can do. Next is The Swiss Family Robinsons. So this book is really, really good. I lost the book, sadly, when I was reading it. I was almost at the end of the book. But this book, I'm going to reread very, very soon, hopefully. And it's so good, because the guy, created it, can't forget his name. It's kind of like a long name, I think. But he put so much detail on the island, but in the best way possible. Not in, like, you can't complain about how much detail he puts in the island. And it's just really funny and amazing. Like, funny but amazing at the same time. How the Swiss Family Robinson family survived. And the characters are just really well written too. Even the youngest to the oldest. The last and final book is The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling absolutely mastered the art of storytelling. And he knows how to, it's just so good. He knows how to do it with animals very, very well. And I highly recommend this book to everyone. Is this the most highly recommended book of the recommendations I'm giving you now? Maybe, with next to Chronicles of Narnia and The Hobbit. But it's just really, really well written, and all the different stories in there are just amazing. And Jungle Book, the reason why I call it Jungle Book is because it's not just one single story, it's a bunch of different stories. So you can just read one and be satisfied with that story, or you can read all of them. I'm going to continue making more of these book videos, hopefully, because I rethink what I'm going to do in this channel. I think it's going to be mostly anything with drawing, anything with like reading, and anything with writing, really. And writing, I can do anything with. I can make stories and skits and everything. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Go check out my other videos, please. And, please, subscribe and like this video. It would help a lot.